Yo, what's up? Welcome back. It's your boy Juan V on the track. Recently, I did a performance at a cultural talent show at Blackhawk College, which is the college that's here in my area. It was really cool to be a part of this. The cultural element was what was really cool to me. I got to see a lot of people from different cultures, music and dance from where they're from, and it was really cool. Now, I didn't share a corrido, a cumbia, or anything like that. I did a rap song, and I was wearing like African attire. The people in the audience were probably confused when I came out. Some of my students were actually part of this already, and they mentioned it to me, and they said that this was open for anybody to perform and that I should perform. So I ended up asking them about it, told them, hey, ask them if I could perform as well. I'll do a song maybe. They ended up asking, and I was able to do a song. They said, yeah, you can perform. Just send your music, send an email to this person, and you're good to go. This is a tip for you artists out there that are looking to perform in different venues, different places. Don't be afraid to ask. That's one of the biggest things. Don't be afraid to ask if there's a slot for you to perform, because a lot of times people are looking for talent. Now, a lot of these things you might not get paid, so you just got to keep that in mind. So for this, I was willing to just go and perform for free. So if they said yes, I'm down. If they said no, all good. I was still gonna show up and support my students. I went to a couple of rehearsals. I had a lot of stuff going on throughout the week, so I wasn't able to be there for the whole time, so I showed up a little late to the rehearsals, which they understood. I communicated with them beforehand, letting them know that I was gonna be late. That's something that you also should keep in mind as an artist, is good communication and keeping communication with the organizer, the promoter, whoever it is, and keeping them in the loop with things. So if you're gonna be late, let them know you're gonna be late. Early is on time is late. That's something that I've learned just in the business. If you show up right on time, things are already starting. You don't have time to set up and stuff. So if you show up early, you can set up, you can stretch, you can talk to people, you can go to the bathroom, whatever it is you need to do, give the music to the DJ, and you're good to go for when the actual start time is. That's just something that will help you be more professional, and people will take you more seriously. Once I got to the first rehearsal, I was planning on doing one of my recent songs called Grinding. So I practiced that, and if you go back to my latest video, the video before this one, you'll see a run through of me doing that song. Started off, the DJ played the music pretty loud, and then I was like, yes sir. But then he turned it down, and I was like, what's going on? Can you turn it up? And he turned it back up. But those are some things that you want to iron out through the rehearsals. You don't want to do that the day of. I was planning on doing that song, Grinding, had it down, rapped it, went crazy. The people loved it. They enjoyed it so much. One of the people putting the show together asked me to do a different song, to have choices, have options. So I was like, all right, cool. I was trying to think of a song that I should do, and I did one of my older songs called IDGI, which stands for I Don't Get It. It's a little bit about my story, my testimony, and what I've been through in life. I'll put the link below. All right, so I did the song, right? And everybody's going crazy, and actually had the people, saying I don't get it, which was dope. Everybody in the rehearsal there was getting lit. They were having fun. The person that asked me to do a different song said, you should do that song. I was like, all right, cool. No worry. As long as I get to do one of my songs out there, I'm cool. The rehearsal happened. When I was leaving, I was playing my newest song called No More. And I was like, man, I really want to do this song, No More. The song is about forgiveness and how forgiveness can set you free from a lot of anger and pain. Make sure you go check that out. I'll put the link in the description as well. I go and I practice the song, memorize the lyrics. I come to the final rehearsal and I'm like, hey, can I do this song instead, called No More? And they're like, okay, yeah, that's fine, cool. So, I always carry the music on my phone, streaming services, it's downloaded on my phone, but you should always have a USB. Shout out to my wife, she got me that. But yeah, you should always have a USB with your music in it. If you have it, you'll have more opportunities to share it. And my plan was to, because they really enjoyed the call and response part of it. So my plan was to have have me say, I cannot take it no more, and then have the crowd say, I cannot take it no more. Just kind of like back and forth type of, the people liked it too. They were like, man, that was cool. That was really good. So I was like, all right, cool, we'll do that one. And that's another tip for artists as well. Make sure you practice your lyrics, practice your performance, how you're gonna perform, and also like your tone and the energy that you're gonna bring, because how you practice is how you perform. I always tell my dancers that same thing, because people hold back during practices. They'll be smaller when they're dancing or rapping or whatever. So the day of the actual performance, they'll do this. Day of the show, I went, I got ready, I showed up early. People were there already. I was actually scheduled to perform last. First person went, second person, and the performances were going a lot faster than I anticipated. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be waiting for a couple hours or something like that. And I got to talk to a few artists and take some pictures with people. So that was cool too. Be on the lookout for pictures. Check out my Instagram, 1V on the track. You'll be able to see some of the pictures from that night. I'm gonna be posting more because I'm waiting for more footage, performance footage, and photos from that day. Right before I was supposed to go on, one of the guys goes, hey, can you actually do I Don't Get It instead? I was like, I was kind of like torn. I was like, man, like I've been practicing no more. And one of the main people didn't see me practice no more, so they didn't see like the energy that was in that song, so they didn't understand. And I was like, you know what? I said a quick prayer about it. I was like, Lord, what do you want me to do? And I was like, sure, I'll do I Don't Get It. Thankfully, I had my handy dandy USB drive with all my music in it. So I was ready to do whatever. I could do Elevator right now if you want me to, whatever. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do I Don't Get It. I went and did I Don't Get It. I taught the people the chorus. I told them, whenever I point to you, you'll say I don't get it. And then, I say the next part and then you say I don't get it. And it's a great tool for engagement. So another tip for you artists is think of things that will engage the people. One of the things that I do too is when I'm rapping, like I'll look at one person for a little bit of time as if I'm rapping to them, just talking to them. One, that engages that person and it makes them feel seen. And then also that message just, sticks a little better because you're talking to this one person. And then you can switch it up and go talk to somebody else. Then you can talk to the whole audience. So different things to look out for as an artist. Now, I did I Don't Get It, people were going crazy, and the main person putting it together, one of the main people putting it together comes up to me and they're like, you know what? Would you be able to do another song to finish it, like to finish the whole thing? I was like, another song? Like, okay. So then I was like, ooh, I should do no more. So I talked to the sound guy and producer, and they talked to the hosts and all that stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, he's gonna do one more song. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Kind of out of nowhere, unexpected. Another thing for artists out there is to really one, be prepared, and then two, be willing to be flexible. So things change last minute. You might not even get an opportunity to go sometimes. That's happened to me in the past. It can be frustrating at times, but I believe in a bigger purpose, and I believe in timing and the right timing, God's timing. A lot of times there's things you can't control. I try to have a little more grace for people, and that's something I encourage you to do as well, is be flexible, be patient, and trust in the timing. Even if it's not if you don't get to perform, you at least get to make connections with people, and opportunities might come down the road. Which I got another story for you for next time. So yeah, I got to give the music to the DJ, the sound person, and they introduced me, and they say, oh, Juan is coming up again, make some noise. So people were already excited about my first performance. That was really good. They already knew kind of what I was about. So I started explaining what No More was about. Really how I get tired of hearing about young people losing their lives too soon. And a lot of it is because of anger, because of pain that people deal with and don't know how to communicate how to express in a healthy way. So they go to the streets, they go to all kinds of different places, and they get violent and get their anger out in that way, which doesn't really make it go away. That's for another video. I explained it to them, making sure that they know that this is not just a party song. This is not just a fun, upbeat song. Like, there's a message with this. I did the song. Thankfully, I remembered all my lyrics. I, executed them properly. At the end, like, people were coming up to me about how they really enjoyed the performances and how they heard, my story and how I was talking about God and just my passion behind all that, which was really like what I always hope people will hear is like, the message and hear the story of how God saved me and helped me through a lot of things, man, like just pain, like anger, and like how I could have really gone down the wrong path, like for real. I'm just grateful for opportunities to share with people, share original music with the people, because I come from a place where I was very insecure. English is my second language, so I was very insecure about speaking English in front of people. So now to be doing YouTube videos, to be speaking in front of people, to be performing music in English in front of people, is huge. Like, people don't realize how far I've come in this journey. And even in the music process, like, I've been producing for a while now. My beats were not what they are now, and my rapping is not what it is now. Like, I've really grown a lot, and I got so much more in store. God has truly blessed me with a lot of talents and abilities, but also with a lot of people that believe in the mission, that love me and want to see me win. They want to see me do good things in this life. So they support me with a lot of different things. They're willing to help me out with the photo shoot, help me out with the video, help me out with mixing, mastering, graphics, and all that stuff. Even editing videos, like, shout out to everybody who's been a part of the journey and who will continue to be part of the journey. You guys are amazing. And don't think that I ever take anything for granted. Like, I'm always praying for y'all. I'm always like thanking God for y'all. And I'm always willing to help out as well. What I learned about all of this experience is to just have fun with it. Don't take yourself too serious to the point to where if something doesn't go your way, you're just done with everything and mad about it, because then that cuts your opportunities and it doesn't allow you to grow. The main highlight was that, somebody heard that I was talking about God and they told me about it, and they received it, they enjoyed it, and they might even go looking for it on social media. If you were there, shout out to you. Thank you for rocking with me. And shout out to Blackhawk College for putting together an amazing talent show. I would love to be part of the next one in some way. Maybe perform, bring a crew next time. You know how we do. Be on the lookout for the footage of that night. I'm gonna be looking for it. Hopefully I can find some. If not, I don't know what to tell you. But got a lot more music, got a lot more videos, got a lot more content for y'all. So be on the lookout. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and leave a like and a comment below, because there's a lot coming. So thank you all for rocking with me. I will catch you next time. Peace.